I've gotten pretty personal. 4 episodes of talking about my mother, and then my dad's death, dental torture, drug use, and now that I've gotten that out of the way, I can get back to philosophy. For a little while anyway. I know I'm putting off talking about some stuff I don't really want to talk about. But anyway. My therapist said to me a couple of times at least, he said, well, now we're just getting into philosophy. I was like, well, what are we doing here? If not talking about philosophy. I thought that was the point of therapy. He said most people come here to figure out how to feel better. But I don't think I want to feel better if it is meaningless. Or I want to feel better knowing it is meaningless. In any case, I want to know. I thought I believed in free will, but maybe I just wanted to believe in free will because if you don't have free will, then nothing means anything, right? But I'm starting to doubt it. I'm not sure anyone can help being anything other than what they are. I've been close to people who aren't or I don't think are capable of empathy. And I go back and forth between hating them for the pain they've caused me and others, and pitying them for what they're missing. Questioning. Just because their brains don't work like other people's, does that mean they're not deserving of love? But how far can that empathy for them go? How much pain am I willing to suffer in loving them? So, if people can't actually be anything other than what they are, isn't it pointless to hate them for something they have no control over? But can I apply that same logic to my mother? No. Hard no. So, maybe it is really about what we need over what is true. I think hate can be useful. Hate is protective. It has been hate that has allowed me to break free of relationships that were hurting me. Maybe philosophizing over this isn't useful at all because it shouldn't matter to me why someone is an asshole if they are being an asshole to me, right? The Stoic in me thinks that all that matters is who I am. Do I do the right thing? How do I react? But what if I have no choice over who I am either? What if not doing the right thing hurts, makes me feel guilty? What if I built my life around trying to be a good person, but I don't even have a choice in that? Am I just avoiding pain, like an animal? Does that make me any better than the asshole that can't help being an asshole? When I was a kid, I would get upset when I saw other kids mistreating their toys or even neglecting them. I don't think empathy is a choice. I'm not sure it means anything. I have a hard time playing evil, like in role-playing games, video games too. If I do it at all, it is my second or third playthrough in a story I really love because, I want to see all the different branching storylines. And there are still some lines I will not cross. I played Mass Effect like 10 times, and as much as I love playing Renegade Shepherd, I never committed genocide on the Arachne. I wonder what it would be like for me if I did something actually horrible. I don't know if I could, but if I did, what would I do with myself? My therapist asked, had I ever hurt someone? I think he was trying to give me empathy for my ex, though at other times he was trying to reduce empathy for my ex, so I don't know what he was getting at there exactly. But he asked, had I ever hurt someone? And I think about this time like 20 years ago that I still regret. I'm sure I've hurt other people. But that time, it was really on me. I made a big mistake, and I knew what I was doing. I still think about that, though. Other times I've hurt people, it has been because that person was already hurting me, or because it was unintentional, like I didn't love someone, the way they loved me. And that time that I hurt someone that I still regret, it changed my life. It gave me a whole new moral code. Or or maybe it just gave me a moral code, like, maybe I didn't have one before, but it changed who I am. Maybe it's not that people can't actually be anything other than what they are. Maybe they can. It's just maybe some people can change and some people can't. I think it's just how we're wired. But what if we are just like a Rube Goldberg device of genetics and trauma and shit that happen to us, and we have no control at all over how we react. Maybe maybe all you can do in life is to try to be a positive influence in someone else's life, be a good part of their program, try to contribute positively to their tapestry and make it better. But what if I don't have a choice about that, about my part in it? Maybe we are all just one giant Rube Goldberg device, connected, but not in the cool way self-help gurus want you to believe. Like like it is all just automation. What is the point of that? Being a psychological cog in a machine. If everyone is just an accident of genetics and things that happen to them, genetic soup and happenstance. Is that all this is? Is that all this is?